Hi, grade 8. This is another math video. Lesson over here 2-2, page 67, numbers 3 through 45, the odds, but then also 46 and 47. Today's lesson should be an easy peasy lemon squeezy lesson, I think, but maybe not. We'll see. It's adding integers. So that means adding positive to positive integers, adding negative to negative integers, and it means adding a positive to a negative and a negative to a positive. Okay? So let's run through the rules that we've talked about in the past already. 7th grade you had the rules, 6th grade you had the rules, and probably even 5th grade you had the rules for these things. So let's start simple. If I had 7 plus 4, you know the answer is 11. This is a case where a positive number plus a positive number is going to equal a positive number. You've known that since probably 1st grade, maybe even kindergarten, right? Positive plus a positive is a positive. If I have something like this, a -5 plus a -12, the rule is similar to this rule. You just add them. And the answer is a -17. Just add them. Positive plus a positive is a positive. Negative plus a negative is a negative. We just add them. Not a big deal, right? The issue comes in, what do you do when you're adding a positive to a negative or a negative to a positive? Do you remember the 3-step rule? Step 1, think about their absolute values. Step 2, subtract those two numbers. Step 3, go back to the original numbers. Which one had the bigger absolute value? You're going to share its sign with the answer. So let's run through that. If I have a number like 5 plus a -12, I'm adding a positive to a negative number, adding a positive to a negative. I think about their absolute values, 12 and 5. I subtract their absolute values, 7. And now I have to decide, is this going to be a +7 or a -7? Look at the original numbers. Which one had the bigger absolute value? The absolute value of this is 5. The absolute value of this is 12. This one had the bigger absolute value, so I share its sign with the answer, -7. What if it was something like a -5 plus a +12? A negative plus a positive. We're still dealing with the 3-step rule here. Think about their absolute values. That's step 1. Subtract the absolute values. That's step 2. I get a 7. Is it going to be a positive or a -7? Well, step 3 of the 3-step rule says, look at the absolute values of the original numbers. Which one had the bigger absolute value? This one did. So we're going to share its positive sign with the answer. The answer is +7. Okay. Those should be ingrained into your brains. You know, like I said, I know you had them in 6th grade. I know you had them 7th grade. You should have them down. If not, we know there's those cute little sheets over here that have the rules on them for adding of integers. Not a big deal. Now, there are a couple things that they've added here. Some that are very obvious to you, but maybe not some obvious things. Here's the first thought. Do you know what the additive inverse property is? The additive inverse property. What is that, puppy? Oh, it's very easy. You'll look at it and you'll say, ay, ay, ay. Such a confusing name for something that's very simple. All it means is this. If I take 7 and I add it to its opposite value, 7 and -7, those are opposite values. If I add them together, I always get the answer of 0. So what if I had -21 and +21? If I add them together, I get 0. What if it's 6 and -6? The answer is 0. When you add together opposites, you always get an answer of 0. Any questions about that? I don't think so. Other than that, I think that's it for today. Pretty easy Friday. Have a good day. Thank you.